Hey everyone, Marty here, and today I'm going to show you some of my LPS customs that I've made. I'm going to start with one of my first ones that I've made. This is a disgusting kitty bright. She's disgusting because she's all fuzzy. I don't know if you can see that, because I used the wrong kind of Mod Podge on her. So yeah, and I was just learning how to do it at the time, so she's very blotchy and not the best quality. Apparently I didn't know what quality was. Anywho, I'm going to redo her. I'm trying to decide if I should get another cat like this and do it again, or try to take all the paint and Mod Podge off her, which is a pain in the tail, let me tell you. And redo this one. So I don't know yet. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think. Next up is my Care Bear collection. I was a huge Care Bear fan as a kid. So, here we go. Got Good Luck Bear, who needs some touch-ups because apparently he got into sparkles. Wow. I really like the way I did his eyes. I don't know if you can really see that too good, but it's dark and a light green, sort of swirled together. Cozy taught me how to do eyes like that. And then he's got his little Good Luck Clover on his tummy, and his little heart on his booty. So yeah. Then I've got Bright Heart here, which I love these eyes so much because they've got, and actually his do too, they've all got metallic paint mixed in, so their eyes are super metallic-y. He of course needs some touch-ups too. So that's Bright Heart. I've got Swift Heart. Oh, and FYI, Cozy did all the tummies. So she did that, and she did that, and she did that. But here I've got Swift Heart. His little heart on his booty. I'm pretty sure I did those. Cozy might have done them, but I'm pretty sure I did them. And then of course his metallic eyes with two-tone blue. And then I've got the twins, Perfect and Polite Pandas. And again, Cozy did the little tiny rose and the little star there. And I did their eyes metallic. And again, they've got some spots that need touched up because I used to keep them in a bag or in a drawer, so they kind of got banged up a bit, so they need touch-ups. So yeah. And then I've got the one I'm working on now, which is going to be Bedtime Bear. I mean, I'm not currently working on him. He's unfinished, clearly. But he's the one I'm working on next. Oops. So yeah. So next up, I'm going to show you my Pokemon pet shops. Oh yeah, anyone who's still playing Pokemon Go, comment down below. Heck yeah. So let's first of all start with my little Pokedex I made. So this is my little Pokedex I made out of paper and some gems that I painted and paint, of course. So first up, we've got Ghastly, who is made out of a guppy fish. And this fog around him is brushed out yarn. So yeah, I'm thinking about putting a little stand under him so he can float, but that's him. Then we've got Puccina. We've got a little tiny horsey. Got a little tiny oddish here, which it was actually the first one in the collection I made, and I used fake plants to make his leaves, because I thought that'd be more durable than clay, because I figured they could bend and my nieces play with them. So, and this is made out of a tiny little guppy. And finally, we've got Torchic, which is made out of a tiny little LPS duck. Get my finger out of the way. You can see I made him his tail. And this up here is made out of craft foam and just super glued to the top of his head and then painted over. I didn't have any putty at the time, any sculpting putty, so I just used foam. And it works really good, and again, it's pretty durable for like when my nieces come over and play with them, so yeah. That's my Pokemon collection. This one isn't really part of a collection, it's just one that I made. My brother asked if I could do it, and I could, because I'm amazing. Boom! Kratos from God of War. Gods of War? I don't remember. He's got the same metallic eyes that the Care Bears have. I tried to match his markings up, and then his scar here, I don't know if you can see, but I cut a little piece out to make it look more scar-like. And then, yeah. And I did 2 color of gray, like a light gray base, and then I kind of patted it with a darker gray to give him a little bit more skin texture. And last up is my zombie collection. Whoa, ouch. Last up is my zombie collection. I don't have all the zombies that I've made because one I gave to my sister-in-law, it was a pig zombie. And another one was a squirrel zombie that I lost. So yeah, I don't know where it went. But here is the first way I was making zombies. I made this bunny one, and he's got like a little screwdriver thing sticking out of his head. Whoa. He's got like a little screwdriver thing sticking out of his head, or an arrow or something. And I just did green skin. I just painted over the white part of his eye. I didn't paint his eyes. I painted this part, but I just painted over the white parts. This was back when I was first learning how to do stuff. He was already like chewed up by somebody's dog or something. So I just painted wherever he had chew marks, and I painted the red there. So that's the original way I did them. Then Cozy, Little Miss Awesome, made me this one. And let's move my lamp a little bit so you can see in there. And she just totally blew the way I was doing it out of the water. This is way better. But so I copied some of her techniques, and I started doing things a little differently. So in this one here, again, it was already chewed up somewhat, but I didn't have any putty at the time, so I used tissue, like toilet tissue. I mixed some glue and water and just used that to add texture to him. This one's my favorite. Again, this is made with tissue and glue and water. Then he has a bit of his tail missing, and I tried to make it look like he had some insides there. It's really hard to see probably, but... And then I did this one. This one here was also already chewed up, but I added scratch marks, and I again used tissue to do all the texturing here. And then this one, I used clay, or sculpting putty, to do all the texturing in this guy. And to make his teeth. I love his teeth. Oh, that's so gross. I don't know why there's blue in his eye. I'm not sure what I was thinking there, but yeah. So I've gotten a lot better from this point to this point. This was the last one I've done. So I've definitely improved. Practice makes perfect. And this is the one I'm currently working on, which I again did the tissue method because I didn't have any craft. I again did the tissue method because I didn't have any putty at the time. So this is just the base coat still. I have to add all the... I've got some veins going on in his neck and his head. So that is my zombie collection. So yeah, that's a good portion of my LPS customs. That is not all of my LPS customs because I've made a lot more, but those are the ones that I wanted to show today. So if you'd like to see more collection videos, let us know in the comments down below. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Click the little bell to make sure you're notified when we upload next. We're going to try to start uploading every Friday or Saturday and every Tuesday or Wednesday is the plan. So yeah. Don't forget to check us out on Instagram, Facebook, and our blog. All the links are in the description below. And check out Paw News on Instagram. Their link will be in our description as well. And just remember, if your first attempt doesn't turn out too well, case in point, just keep practicing, because practice really does make perfect. Don't forget to stay weird because it adds color to the world. Nobody wants to live in a black and white world. Bye! Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed.